This is Thomas Jefferson again, the third President of the United States and the writer of the Constitution. I'm here to help you understand your legal rights for downloading images for your digital story. Today I want to talk about what is called fair use. As I mentioned before, the goal of our intellectual property laws is to both encourage the production of more intellectual property and the use of intellectual property to develop science and education. Fair use is one way. We distinguish intellectual property and real property. If you want to borrow real property, like somebody's horse, you have to ask permission. But with intellectual property, you don't always have to ask permission. There are 4 criteria for using intellectual property. The first criteria I want to discuss is the purpose and character of the use. The most important point I want to make is the transformative nature of your work. By adding your voice and mixing the images together, you may be adding something new to the original work, so that satisfies the criteria for creating new work. The second criteria is the amount of the work you are using. When you write a paper, you can borrow some sentences from another text without permission. But if you are using the entire image, then the question is whether the one image you chose is part of a larger number of images. So it depends on how the image was originally used and how you are using it. Now, the third criteria is the economic effect of your usage. Unless you are selling your digital story, then you are not making any money. Then, is your use costing the content provider money greater than? Would you have paid for the image? If not, then you can argue that there is no negative economic effect on the creator. Therefore, the important consideration is what is your intent in borrowing intellectual property for the creation of your new intellectual property. If you follow these criteria, then you have legally created a new piece of intellectual property which you can copyright and allow other people to use it. Just remember to cite the intellectual property you borrow. In that way, we will create a community of intellectual property creators and users. Good luck with your digital story.